Hi, I'm Louise, an adventurer and an amateur linguistic landscape researcher. Today I'll take you on a trip through the high fashion jungle in the fashion district of Antwerp. I will take you to my linguistic landscape of choice, the Bellerose premium fashion store. And there I will investigate whether I, as a student that often shops at less luxurious stores, can feel comfortable and welcome in this high fashion environment. So, although I do not know the way, I'll be your guide for the day. How will I do this? I'll keep my eyes wide open and look for signs in this specific semiotic jungle that I believe to be significant. I'll try to discover what they mean, and finally I will try to make sense of how Bellerose actually mapped out their communication strategy towards customers and if it appeals to me too. I am a bit scared that the employees will magically sense that I only have 100 euros left on my bank account, which probably means I can't even buy a single t-shirt there. I am also a bit scared that they'll come up to me and ask me what the hell I'm doing there. So I've come up with a plan. I'm going undercover. I guess I need a look that won't show that I don't really fit in there. Okay, so I'm behind my computer in my student flat, ready to do some research. At first glance I'll think I might go for a wool sweater and a simple jeans for my disguise. I don't see the price of any of the pieces. I think that's a good thing. I'll just imagine that everything costs 50 euros to calm myself down. But I've just bumped into something really interesting on the website. So you have a section called The Journal. I've just clicked it open. It's not about clothing at all at first sight. What I see are blogs about travels. There's a blog about a visit to the Alps, a visit to Japan, Sri Lanka, Greece, and a lot more. They have playlists that go along with, I think, with photo shoots taken on certain locations. So what they seem to be doing is, rather than just have a photo shoot, they write a whole story around their visit to a certain country, and everything that inspired them is listed in one way or another on the website. Okay, I've done enough research. Let's go on an adventure. So I've arrived at the storefront. I haven't gone in yet. Let's have a look at the outside of the store. The first thing I see is a black flag, white letters elegantly spelling the name Bellerose. But I do think it's rather surprising that the name of the store, Bellerose, meaning beautiful rose in French, is placed on a jet black flag. I really expected something pink and flowery. I was very wrong. And also, the store is located in a sturdy brick building of 3 stories high. It's not nearly as feminine as the illustration made us think it would be. They immediately prove that the story is about more than being pretty and feminine. As I step inside the store, the first thing I perceive is the urban feeling the store emits. The inside of the store, just as the outside, isn't designed in an extremely feminine way, as the name of the store would suggest. The store has an industrial, under construction look. Its high ceilings and concrete floor remind me of a warehouse. I'm a bit taken aback about everything. It weirdly feels as I have just walked into a cosmopolitan luxury apartment of a successful power couple. Everywhere I turn I bump into a new country. At the entrance the Dutch word black is taped on the floor. It's the name of an exclusive collection that's only available in Belgian stores. The wall opposite of the black signage is covered with the American flag. And a bit more to the left I see a clothes rack that displays Japanese inspired clothing. Top that summary off with the French word Bellerose, the name of the store that is of course to be found everywhere. That's 4 nationalities in the blink of an eye. It feels like whoever furnished and decorated this store has traveled the world. A lot of the informative text in this store surprisingly seems to be in English and not in Dutch. They must assume that the clients are proficient in the global lingua franca, so although this is a Belgian-based brand, their customers must appreciate the international and modern atmosphere that the usage of English creates here. It does also create a little snob appeal, because this automatically excludes people who aren't well-rounded citizens of the world. Come to think of it, the name of the store is French, and that is often associated with fashion, beauty, femininity, prestige, and haute couture. That thought is obviously intensified by the meaning of the brand's name, Beautiful Rose. The furniture and decoration is a combination of both. Just like the website, it has a male and female touch. I think it, in fact, a perfect balance and an honest division between femininity and masculinity. And I really think that is what Bellerose is all about. It's a no-nonsense brand with a delicate touch, and the store has an industrial look, but exudes a friendly and inviting feel. It does really feel like you step inside a happy family's household, especially the cozy corner with the sofa. That's reserved for family members or friends to hang around while their loved ones try on clothes is a living proof of that. Maxime, an employee, also informed me that I was quite right about this. He told us many families like to come shopping together here. I assume that's why the Kids Bellerose store is very close by. It looks like they guide their customer towards a more family-centered, environmentally and socially conscious lifestyle. That's opposite of what I'm used to seeing when it comes to clothing stores. Most stores I know adapt to the lifestyle of their customer and make believe that you deserve and need excess and extravagance. I was a bit surprised because of the international presence that Bellerose has and the international feel the store possesses. I guess their production cost must be high due to the small-scale collaborations, high-quality fabrics used in production, and chosen countries of production. Because, you could have guessed it, there's no clothes here that are manufactured in low-cost production countries. Most clothing is produced here in Europe. The limited number of each item in the store and background story of each collection in the journal of course also makes the item rather unique, just like the labels. The labels do the same thing. The information on the labels is really extensive. It tells you what the product is made of, by who it is made, for what collection it is made, and finally it also possesses its own serial number, so you know most of the things are rather limited. All the things I just mentioned are of course also why the items possess a luxury quality that is quite significant. For the Bellerose store, scarcity is definitely also luxury. So I'm back home and I'm having a look at the website again. I must say it's truly beautiful. I am in love with whoever made this website. The website really is about way more than just clothing. It's about the world. They have a news section that talks about a lot more than openings of new stores. They have a section called Travels that focuses on travel with children and friends. These things show that Bellerose is about much more than just clothing. It's about people telling stories, sharing experiences, working together creatively. In other words, people communicating with one another. One way to do that is clearly through clothing.